I think, what can I do to bring myself out of my comfort zone? You know what you can do? You can get out of my comfort zone. We need to stop using the word networking. It's become synonymous with trading business cards at awkward happy hours, or worse, you send cold DMs only when you need a favor. Now, in my own journey, I've realized that networking isn't about taking. It's about cultivating and being agile with your relationships and treating connections like a digital garden that needs consistent care. There's a book that shifted my perspective called Build Your Dream Network. And you know what? The lesson is clear. Your network is your lifeline, but you have to nurture it all the time, not just when you're job hunting. So now, I do a little bit every day, y'all. I am not in a position to be telling you about how I am constantly going out every day to a new networking event or, some sort of, I can't do it. It would be a lie for me to tell you, oh, I'm loving all of these networking events. What I am loving is the opportunity to learn more about myself. You be thinking, I'm like, oh, I'm outgoing. Yes and no. Is there such a thing? I think there is such a thing as an introverted extrovert. I am very good at putting out that energy at the point when I know I need to do it the most, right? Like, I can put that energy out for a networking event, and then there's a moment when I'm like, well, if it's around a bunch of people who don't really know me or what I do, then the issue becomes, wow, well, you start to I start to overthink it. I think to myself, what can I do that will be of interest to them? So it's easier for me to just ask them a bunch of questions. People love that, though. People love being asked questions. I want to discover who you are. So that is something that I have learned during networking events when I feel awkward and weird and don't want to be there, is what can I do to make the other person feel more comfortable sharing with me, telling me about what they do. And people love that. People are really interested in you once you show that you want to know more about them. It is that give and take, right? It's a lot of fun to watch the person relax as they share what they do. And what I have also learned that is very interesting to me is it doesn't actually matter what it is that they are passionate about. Once that person shows you their passion, woo, they light up. And I think things that maybe wouldn't be as exciting to me become extraordinary because I see on their face how much they've invested time and energy into this thing, this passion of theirs. So when I'm feeling like, I don't know what to do, what am I supposed to say here? I ask questions, and that really makes a difference. So now, as we think about, how is it that you can network? I think of it as like a 1% every week habit. I don't even think about it like 1% every day. I think, what can I do to bring myself out of my comfort zone? You know what you can do? You can get out of my comfort zone. I learned from one of my friends. She came here from Germany. She moved here in, April of last year. And by July, she had a new full-time job. And she did that by, she took my advice. This is something she always liked to do anyway, though, is she loved going to meet people. She much preferred that to filling out applications. And I thought, wow. What kind of events were you going to? So certainly some were related to the kind of work that she wanted to do, but most of them were just opportunities to meet people of a similar age who like to do the activities she liked to do, and then eventually she met someone who said, hey, I think I know somebody who has a job for you. And so I don't tell you that story to say like, oh, if you just go to like 2 months worth of, networking events, you're going to find a magical job. I think it's less that than the sincerity behind it, right? I took that energy that she brought into networking to go to things that she wanted to be a part of and to connect with people. And I said, okay, well, how can I apply that mindset and the mind shift into, okay, well, what do I already enjoy? And if this is what I say I want to do, how do I surround myself with other people who are already doing that thing? So I looked for events that would make sense for that. And then I said to myself, okay, well, you already know you're going to feel funky. You don't really want to, you don't want to go. How you get yourself there? Well, that was the whole thing of me committing to myself, like, this year's the year I'm going to do it